Well, hello there, Tankers of the Blitz universe. I'm Flossie, and yes, I am doing a re-review on the foch because it did get a massive bunch of changes. For most of you who do follow my channel, you will know that I absolutely hate this tank, and for the longest time, I've called it the worst tank destroyer in all of Tier 10. However, in today's video, I will see if that is still the case, because the tank did receive a couple of new consumables and a new provision. So here we go. We'll go over those right now. The tank did get tungsten shells, which means its alpha damage will now actually, you'll actually be able to roll for more than 500 damage, which is absolutely crazy because for the majority of my shells before this change, I would roll like 440 with a 500 alpha gun. So now, hopefully, I'll be getting over 500 damage on some of my shells when I'm using tungsten. Lovely stuff indeed. The tank also does have improved engine power boost now. However, since the tank is already the fastest TD in Tier 10, I don't see the point of using this thing. Like, you're not really going to need this whatsoever. Especially because the tank does have improved gear oil now. So finally, the foch has decent reverse speed. Yes, the tank has had awful reverse speed for the, since it came out. I absolutely hate the tank's reverse speed, and it was one of the main downsides of this vehicle is the fact you couldn't get out of situations that you put yourself in, and because of the weak track wheels, you were so likely to just get perma-tracked because you couldn't reverse out fast enough. But now you can reverse out at, I believe, 17 kilometers an hour, so that's amazing right there. Great change. I'm so glad they finally gave this tank decent reverse speed. And let's find out how this tank actually performs in game now. We'll see if my opinion actually changes, and if I still do in fact think this tank is awful, or if it's actually okay by the end of this video. So yes, the foch, it did get tungsten like I just said, so overall, I mean, the alpha still isn't as high as it used to be before they nerfed it, but it at least is a step in the right direction. I don't think the tank should have ever had alpha as low as 500, and I still think they should buff the alpha overall. Like tungsten shells, it can only fix the alpha for so long, right? So we'll see what we can do in this first game on Normandy. And looks like the enemy team has a bunch of Cringler tanks. They have a Minotauro, T-57, and TVP, and oh wow, they just have a bunch of Clippers and a 183. Crazy stuff indeed, so I do want to be very careful. Although the foch is a tank you don't want to be camping in, you also don't want to put yourself in a spot where you're going to get nuked by tanks like the 183, because that tank will literally butter right through my sort of non-existent armor. The tank's armor isn't as good as it should be, but it is what it is. I'm going to make my way towards the right-hand side here. I do see that they have, like, basically their entire team is here. So we'll see what we can do. I'm hoping that... Ooh, hello. Their 50B is off to our side there. Or the 5120, not 50. I'm going to see if I can get a shell into him. Let's see if he does back up. I do average roll him. Whoa. Crazy. Let's see if I can shoot him there. There we go. Wow. Look at that. Great, great first two shells. Our Progetto literally kills himself. Insane stuff right there. And yeah, so far we're basically even on tanks because that AMX has literally 10 health, and a fart could kill him. So we'll see what happens here. Hopefully he does die. I don't really want to waste a shell killing him. And it looks like, wow, okay, so their Progetto is just YOLOing. Okay, look at that roll. 400 damage. Let's see if I can tungsten kill him. There we go, 545. You can see we're having tungsten shells. It really does help because the alpha damage on this tank normally is pretty bad. And you can see we're also reversing out of this situation much faster. However, it doesn't seem to matter too much because, well, the Minnow's just clipping me out for free. So, kind of an L there, but, yeah, and also this team is just a fat L in general. But we'll see if I can get at least a couple more shells out here, maybe into this TVP. I don't know what bro is doing. And honestly, I'm probably going to be dead here in just a second. I'm going to try and back up a little bit more. We'll see if I can get a couple shells into this 260. There's one juicer into him. He does miss. And let's see if I can get the second juicer into him. There we go. And hopefully he rams me. There we go. Get a bit more damage from him. And we're almost at 3,000 damage. I'm not really going to care about this... Ooh. That guy actually does get around me, which is kind of annoying. I was going to say I don't really care as much about the 260, but he's probably going to kill me anyways. That was just an unfortunate team. The tank itself actually did okay that battle, so I'll give it credit where it's due. And now that Dookie McGee is now dead, let's see what we actually did in terms of damage. So, yeah, not a great start, but again, that, in my opinion, wasn't really the tank's fault. I mean, we did our best. We did actually over 3,000 damage, so I guess I was right. That ram brought us to over 3k. Yeah, it was more just a bad team, like I said. So, I mean, the changes are nice in a way, yes, but I don't think the tank is all that great still. These changes didn't solve the Foch's main problems, which were its accuracy, gun depression, and armor. Like, those three things, yes, it has good mobility. Its armor, yes, it can be troll, but it's not good. Like, you're going to be getting penned by everything, especially now with the changes to calibrated shells. Even medium tanks are going to have no problem just buttering right through your armor. So there's only so much you can do with tungsten shells. Yes, it does improve your alpha, like I said, but it's only for a certain amount of time. And then once that's out, then you're going to be going back to low rolling every single shot. We'll see what we can do in this battle here, but yeah. Honestly, it is better than it was. I will admit that, but the tank it's just still not that great. I can't call this tank good. Like, it's just not good. Like, there's any other TD would do better than this thing in the majority of situations, apart from maybe the grill. Like, even the 183, I'd rather play the 183 than this tank for the majority of situations. Just because the 183 at least has a scare factor. This tank, you don't really scare your opponents. Yes, you have a good clip, but once that clip is out, you're going to be getting perma-tracked by literally everything under the sun. And yeah, let's see if we can even get a shell into this V4 here. Fully aimed in. Wow, we actually hit him. Incredible stuff. Let's hit him again, maybe. Ooh, wow, look at that. We actually hit 2 shells onto the V4 from across the map. That will barely... That'll rarely happen in this tank. Let me just say that. I'm going to move up here. We'll see. I mean, the T-22 is probably going to be able to butter right through my armor, but I'm going to kind of put some extra pressure on these tanks. However, we do have a Yo who looks to be shooting at us. Our WZ is just killing himself. Okay. This is an interesting game, I can tell you that already. Let's see if I can get a shell into this T-22. We do, in fact, pen his turret side. And let's get a shell into this WZ. We actually do high roll that as well. Excellent stuff indeed. Their Rhino is camping in their TD bush at the back there, so that's probably what was trying to shoot at me earlier. Hopefully he stays spotted. No, he doesn't. Okay, well, that's a bit unfortunate. And now I'm being shot at by a Yo. Alright, incredible stuff right there. Let's see if this 50B is going to give me a shot into his side here. Hopefully he pushes up a little bit more. Come on, 50B. You know you want to. Oh, yes, you do. I'm really hoping this M60 can kill off these mediums. Like, he should be able to so easily. Let's get a shell into that 50B. Does low roll a tiny bit, but that's okay. Only 5 damage is not going to make much of a difference. However, you know what's going to make a big difference is our M60 not killing off these one-shot mediums. That's going to make a huge difference, and it means that I can't really continue to push up. Yeah, unless I kill them. Okay, well, here we go. YOLOing for the T-22. Can I kill him? Or will our M60 kill him? Come on, please, bro. Just... Oh, my God, he low rolls. All right, well, I'm going to reload my shell. Hopefully the M60 doesn't screw this up. Please kill him. Thank you. All right, well, I'm going to make my way towards their spawn. Their V4 should be fairly low. I'm expecting him to be at least a 1 clip for me. And I'm not a one-shot to him, so I'm pretty confident in my ability to kill him. But we'll see. Maybe their whole team just pushes back over here like they are doing right now. Hopefully this M60 can help me out with this, this Yo right here. I do need extra help with him because, yes, he can clip me out for a lot of damage. It looks like their V4 is actually a one-shot to me. So you know what? I'm going to pull back, and I'll wait for this V4 or the Yo to poke me. I'm going to pop my tungsten shells, and let's kill off that V4, because of course we do have a lovely heat pen. That's one good thing about this tank's gun, is the heat pen. So let's get another nice roll, because we do have tungsten activated, into this guy right here. Let's hope that he does bounce us at least once. Excellent stuff indeed. So that means he can no longer kill me. And let's see here. I do ram him. Another good thing about the Foch is you can, in fact, ram for a decent amount of damage. And we do actually win our second battle. Thank God. It was not looking very good there for a second. But we did come out with the victory, and we did 3,700 damage. So overall, not a bad game. And let's see if we can finish off with a 2 out of 3 victory ratio for our live games. So yeah, Foch, it's not as good as it used to be. Tank used to be fantastic when it had 640 alpha. But, I mean, even whatever the alpha was before, like 580, 560, I can't remember what it used to have. But even that alpha was nice. If Wargaming just buffed the alpha damage itself instead of adding, like, consumables like tungsten, it would fix a lot of the problems this tank has. The accuracy would then be understandably bad, because right now, having such low alpha damage for such an inaccurate gun, it just makes the tank super unenjoyable to play. If the tank had higher alpha damage, then it would make sense why the gun would be inaccurate, but it just doesn't have the alpha damage to accuracy ratio that makes sense. So, yeah, I don't know. I just don't enjoy this tank. I do okay in it, but I just don't enjoy it. Let's see what we can do here in our third and final game, though. We're on Molendyke, and I am going to make my way towards medium side, because this tank is very good at bullying mediums when you do, like, get right into their face. They do have an STB, though, which is going to be a bit of an issue, because that guy can just absolutely destroy our team if he does work the ridge properly. However, it doesn't seem he's doing that, so do get a free Slapperoonie into his tank. And it looks like their foch is actually going to be YOLOing as well. I'm expecting their grill to be sitting in that bush. Hopefully this foch does push out. There we go. We do get a low roll into his tank. He does at least bounce me in return. So we're at 1,000 damage so far. Haven't bled any health. Oh boy, there's the Yo. And there's the 60 TP. Alrighty, this is looking very interesting indeed. Let's see if I can get a shell into one of these tanks here. Maybe they'll push back out. Hoping that 60 is going to move back up and show me his lower plate or something. We'll see, though. We'll see. Maybe even the Yo would do that. I don't know. But, you know what? There are E5s over here as well. Unfortunately for me, I don't have gun depression, so I can't hit the E5 anywhere. That's really annoying, actually. You know what? Screw it. We're going to push over. This is a very bad idea, guys. Pushing into the open like this in a foch is not very good. Do unfortunately miss that shell. That was partially my fault, but we do at least get one shell into that E5, and we back into cover before the 60 can hit us. So that's excellent stuff indeed. And I'm going to push over to this wall here. If this E5 keeps sitting here, I should have a free tungsten shell into his rear in just a second. We do, in fact, get that out, and that's excellent right there. You know what? I'm going to full send this base. I'm going to reload my clip. And I don't really care if the 60 shoots at me. I just need to basically make sure he gets decapped. There we go. Nice job, E4. He does decap the 60 TP. And in that case, I'm just going to YOLO this Yo, because I would love to get this guy out of the game. Let's hit him with a good ram. Oh, yeah. 296 ram right into his tank. And our E4 does finish him off. Our 60 also, or the 60 on the enemy team, does mess up his HE. However, his fat gun just blocked my shell. Oh, yes, I love the 60 TP's gun. Fantastic stuff. Goodbye there, friend. And all that's left is a grill and a 263, who I have not seen all game. Let's see here. Oh, their 263 is in spawn. Incredible stuff. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get any more damage out this game. Hopefully we can. Yes, the Progetto dies. I'm very happy that our teammate died there, because it gives me a chance to hopefully get a shell into this 263 here in just a moment. Come on, aiming, and don't know if that penned, but hopefully it did. I'm going to reload my clip here. I actually don't know if that penned. I can't remember what his HP was before I last saw him. Our Sheridan is probably going to kill him, though. Unfortunate stuff. So yeah, I don't know what we did this game in terms of damage, but at least it was a win for our third and final game. Hopefully I did over 2k. Please tell me I did over 2k. Please. Come on, game. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, we did almost 3k. 1 damage off of 3k. Excellent stuff indeed. So I'm assuming, let's see if we blind shotted that 263. Let's see here. We did, in fact, wait. No, we didn't actually pen him. Oh well. That would have brought us over 3k, but we did hit him. So yeah, that's the foch for you. Still not exactly one of my go-to TDs, but I don't exactly hate it anymore. It is workable. I'm not going to say it's the worst TD anymore, but I don't recommend any of you guys grinding this thing. Like, get the WZ-113 GFT, get the 268, get any of the other way better TDs in the game, like the E3, E4. Any of those tanks are going to do way better than this tank. But for the memes, this tank is somewhat fun to just YOLO around in. when you do actually get your clip out. So, with that being said, for any of you out there who are not yet subscribed to my channel, I highly recommend you do so, as it's a fantastic way to support my content I make, as well as stay up to date when I post videos almost daily. I will not have a video up for the entire week, as I am going to Mexico on a graduation trip. So I will see you guys in a week. I will probably do a live stream when I get back, and then I'll be back to my normal every so often scheduling. Anyways, with that out of the way, I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.